How's it going, my dandelions? Welcome to my Escape from Tarkov Customs Guide video. Before I jump into it, I want to teach you a few things first. Nailed it. You're going to want to go into Escape from Tarkov. I'll have a map in the description down below that's going to help you out a lot with this one. It's going to go ahead and teach you where specific spots are, specific loot, and how to extract with all the names, since this game does not have that for you and it's very brutal for new people. Now, I highly recommend you play as scavs if you go into a real match. And by real match, what do I mean? If you click on your PMC character, you could go into a specific time zone. Make sure it's always daytime, that way you can kind of learn. You can learn nighttime mode as well. You can also get night vision for it, which is pretty cool. Once you hit level 10, you can go ahead and buy those things. Or if you get lucky, you can find it in a raid. Now, in here, you can actually enable offline mode for this raid. You can turn weather conditions on or just a random time of day. You can enable PvE, and you can set AIs as online, hard, all that fun stuff. AI amount, a lot or more or less, all that fun stuff. And enable bosses, scav wars, all that stuff in here. This is going to teach you the game a lot, but for me, I never did that. I just jumped right into customs with my brother. We were both completely new, and we're learning the game pretty heavily. Now that that's done and said, I'm going to get into a couple things. If you're genuinely a new player, I would recommend you play scav as much as you can. It has a cooldown about 20 minutes every single time you use it, as if you die or survive in it, okay? I highly recommend this because not only are you going to lose nothing when you die, you're going to get a whole bunch, basically, if you live, okay? So I highly, highly recommend that. Second, if you're level 10 and you have access to the flea market, I recommend these two keys here, custom office key and this factory escape key. Now, you might be thinking, what the heck, factory? That's a completely different map. But no, this key actually works on customs as well. This will open up a little grotto, which again, I'll have a link to the map down below, which you'll see, especially since we're going to go into a game and show you guys where you can use these things. Now, it is going to increase your chance of death going to both of these places. This one here is going to increase your chance of survivability, but you'll run into more scavs on the way. Now, third of all, dorms. We're talking dorms. We are talking the scariest place in customs. Avoid it at all times. It is north of the map. You'll see it. Dorms. You'll get tons of dorms keys. Dorms room 113, 123. All these keys, you're literally going to get so many dorms keys. You can just vendor them or sell them on the market if you have access to it. Most of them don't really sell for too much, but you can get really lucky and they sell for a ton. Now, number 4. If you play as a scav, not only are you going to be able to be a lot more successful in your runs, players will not shoot you as often because they'll think you're a basic scav. So you know which one is going to be a real player if they start firing at you. Other scavs will not harm you. A lot of people are pretty greedy like me. I kill every scav in my way. Scav on scav abuse. I don't care. I kill them all. I want that XP. I highly recommend you do the same thing. But if you're a scav, be careful, because they did get an update and they're a lot stronger now, a lot smarter now, and they huddle in groups. So if you kill one, be wary of the second. Now, another thing I do want to mention if you're playing as a scav, look at scav movement. If you're looking at the enemy scavs in the game, you can actually look at them because they will go ahead and guide you to specific bad guys, aka specific players, and they'll even walk towards gunshots. So you can kind of learn where other players are and how to avoid them as you go around the map. Now, I'm going to be showing you guys a specific route that I take every time I go into customs when I just want to make some money. So that's something I want to do for you guys, and I hope you really enjoy it. There's one more thing that I want to talk about, so I'm going to pause it here because I don't really remember what it is, but we'll get back into that. So I actually remember what I was trying to think of, and that is collect keys, search jackets. You're going to see me searching jackets, and every key that I get, I'm going to put into my little safe box. Because some keys, if you're new to the game, just vendor for around 60,000. That means they probably sell for a lot on the market. So I can go ahead and filter the search for this factory key here. That sells for 61,000 on the market by itself. But I know if I go to therapist here, I can also sell it for around 61,000 as well. I don't have the key on me. It's in my inventory. So let's go ahead and do that all over again. But if I go into therapist here, I can go in here and you can see that that key sells for pretty much the exact same, 61,000. Now, being a new player, that is a huge amount. It doesn't look like I have much, guys. It's because I'm actually doing a from scratch series on my character, and we're on episode 3 right now. We have 1.1 million made in 3 episodes, which is actually ridiculous. But we're going to go ahead and jump right into one right now, and I'll see you guys in there. I'm going to go as a scav, and if I die, we're going to have some nice highlight reels. Freaking cat and her jingly jingly bells. Alright guys, so we have loaded in, and we're in a spot that I actually don't like at all. So if you spawn here, I'm going to go ahead and run all the way to my favorite places to actually loot up in this game. So it's going to be a little bit sketchy. I'm going to go ahead and instantly put my gun on single fire. Now, you'll only spawn... We hear a person, so we're going to be quiet. Now, you'll only spawn in these areas if you are a scav. So when you're playing as an actual PMC, I'm also going to do a run, but this is going to be a scav run, showing you guys where we could go. Now there's a scav there. You can tell if it's a scav by wiggling. They'll actually wiggle, and look, they won't shoot me. So these are guys that I can keep an eye on, and they can actually help me out a lot. Now this guy is straight in front of me. Wow, there's so many scouts here. There are 4 of us. Oh my god, we can be an actual unit. That's something you gotta pay attention to when you're playing, so I really don't want to mess with them. So right away, I'm gonna look at what my scav has, and I'm gonna put this stuff on an action bar. Instead of dragging it, you can actually hover over and click a specific button, and things are gonna go like that. Now, we did just hear a gunshot to our right, so that means somebody's probably pushing from that direction. We're gonna go over here and loot this little gun crate. There are a lot of these crates on the map that are gonna be extremely useful for you. So if you can grab them, you can possibly get some pretty good items. Now, I am on high alert playing this because we know for a fact that there are people probably really close by. And I know PMCs spawn and will go for these hidden loots down here. Alright. Do you see how the scavs are now playing kind of passive? That's because one of them most likely got attacked. And so we're all going to kind of huddle up here. And you can, like I said, use these guys. So he's moving down the ridge. So what that means is there's most likely a player down the edge over there. I really like this scope on this gun, so I would love to get out with this reward. So instead of hiding, we're going to go ahead and show off some of the really good spots in customs. Now, this is the bush here. You're going to see these little blue tiny caps like this. Every time you loot, hit X to lay down, and your character is going to find hopefully some juicy stuff. That is a huge find. If I can keep that, I will be a happy boy. That's actually a kit that if your leg goes black, you can use it, or your arms, or anything like that goes black, it's going to revive it back with 1 HP. Super good item to find. These are hidden stashes that we're looting right now. I have no body armor or anything like that, so looting is going to be a little bit more complicated. But I'm going to do the best that we can. Now that I have full items, I'm going to hit O, double tap it, and you're going to look that I got to go to Crossroads and Admin Gate. Except I'm not done looting yet. I'm going to be a risky little boy, and we're going to try and do our best to do a successful journey as being a scav, being very careful on our way out. And if I can single out one scav, I'm going to kill him because he'll most likely have better gear than me. And I'll only kill him if he has better gear than myself. Now we did just hear somebody go by. There are a few dead bodies here. Meaning the person that went by us is probably the real player. Yeah, that's the real player. He's over there killing our scav friends. Gonna take that body armor. Gonna go over here and just take his Mosin if I can. If it allows me to. Okay, we're having technical difficulties here. Right away, this isn't what you want. You want to just take everything, honestly. But if you're having some technical difficulties like my character is, matches are actually pretty decent. You can use them for a quest. Hot Rod would be nice, but I'm just gonna take the backpack by itself. Can I take your gun, homie? Or is it on you? It's on you. Okay, we're gonna steal that. Tactical rig might be better. I think it's the same. Yep. And I'm being super risky right now just by being out here. I shouldn't do what I'm doing, especially if I want to show off how to be safe. Now here's jacket number 1. Gonna search it, hopefully find something. Opening up my backpack. We found a key, which I know pliers actually don't sell for much. So we're going to take that key and we're going to make our way out of here. We're going to try and run out as far as I can. There's a dead body here with a really nice tactical rig. So we're going to go ahead and take that. Just kind of check him out, make sure he's not a real player or anything like that. Now, I know it's a decent tac rig, so I'm going to grab it. I don't want his shotgun, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drop some items to get even more space. So just like that, we're going to take that right there and happily move along. Search everything that we can to hopefully find even more loot. Doesn't look like it. Mosin's actually a really nice gun. It's one of my favorite guns in the game. It's very easy to use, and you can quick head tap somebody with it. If you have some specific ammo into a Mosin, you can do a really quick head tap, and it'd be pretty dope. Now this guy here looks like he got done messed up. Oh, there is another scav to my left, which is nice because that means I might be able to got him. I'm gonna take these here because those might be pretty useful. Now there is a scav to my left. I hear him. He has nothing that I want, so I'm gonna let him survive. This room here, you want to check the shelves here. So you're gonna find a Snickers bar and you're gonna find some food. Food actually sells for a lot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into here and I'm actually gonna drop my screwdriver and my wrench. So I know for a fact food sells for a decent amount. So we're gonna take those. And then we're gonna walk over into this room here, search the shelves. We're not gonna find much, but we're gonna go into here and look for money. Now this is where the cash is going to be kept, and we're going to be kind of specific on what we want to get rid of. Now I'm going to get rid of the ammo because we're going to take the money. And you can kick that door in, but I never find anything there, so I don't really care too much about it. Going to kind of be a little cautious now. So we're going to run over here to this little gun safe, search it up, and hopefully find a better gun than our Mosin here. No, we didn't, but we did find something that I know is actually pretty decent as well. So we're going to grab that little piece right there. Weapon parts are huge, so we're going to take those. That's the scav. Same scav. Perfect. Now, we're going to try and get out. We got a lot of loot on us as our scav. It's a pretty successful run. So if I can manage to get to Crossroads, which is my favorite place to extract that in general, we're going to make it there and basically peace out. So I'm going to run to Crossroads, and I'm going to cut it here. And once we actually get out, if we do, if we don't, you guys will see me get shot and die. But I think we'll be okay, honestly. Now we're going to try and make our way out, and then we're going to go and show you guys how much money we're going to make off of all these items that we found. And again, I really like this scope, so I want to keep it. Now, this episode is going to be, a part of my From Scratch series if I survive. Due to the fact that I'm able to play as a scav twice right now, because the series, how I have it, is every time I extract as a PMC, I'm actually able to go in once as a scav. Now, Big Red here, we have a key for, which would be amazing. But because we're full loot, we actually just want to get out. When you play as a scav, you load it in when there's only specific amount of time left on the map. So your best bet is to loot up and try to get out. You're playing a scavenger. You're not playing as your PMC where you have to worry about killing things. The scav's all about strategic play. And basically, if you want to fight other players, you want to play as your PMC. Basically, you just go in and kill everybody. But this is honestly a really good run. We're doing pretty good. 7 minutes in, and we're going to most likely extract out and survive, which would be pretty damn sweet. Now, I always check these two little crates here. Little risky because I can die, but honestly, I'm just going to check it. And look at that. That right there, huge item. Lunchbox, quite nice, but I'm going to just leave it. I'm going to go ahead and run out of this again. Search this little box here. Hopefully not get shot in the face while searching. Nothing in there. Go in this corner. This is your corner that you want to extract at when you're in this spot. Always extract in this corner, guys, or else your increased chance of death is very, very high. But there we go. Success. First run. First win. Honestly, that's a huge win, especially if you're starting new. That is a lot of cash that you just brought into your character. We got only 1,300 XP, and we didn't kill a single soul. So we're going to go down here and scroll down. This is where we're going to put all the loot. So you always put backpacks in backpacks. It's basically what this game is all about. It's literally going to help you save so much storage. But here's everything that we are walking out with. We're walking out with a really nice gun with an amazing green scope. I like the color on that. We're walking out with decent stuff. This headset actually, from what I know, one of the best headsets in the game. But there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and load in as our PMC. And I'm going to show you what to do when you load in as a PMC at specific spawns. Alright, my dandelions. It is time for us to jump in as a PMC and pretend that these things didn't happen. Alright, we're going to run. We're going to make our way. Oh, and there he is. Right in the corner. They're chucking hard grenades at me. There we go. Hopefully, the future Daniel will go ahead and insert some clips there of some sadness. But guys, we're going to load it as a PMC and hopefully get a good spawn. Oh my god, really? This is the spawn I've been getting for the past 3 times. Guys, I highly recommend, if you spawn here, to just run away. This is a dangerous spot. This is one of the most dangerous spots actually in the game right now. It's a very hot spot. It's one of the newer spots on the map, so it's quite spooky. But you can make a lot of money in this area, hence why it is such a hot spot. Now, there is a motor here. Are you serious? That's worth a ton of money. I'm kind of just keen to just dip out. I have a Mosin right now, so, you know, it'd be... Oh, my Atlanta. Are you serious? Bruh. This did not just happen. Okay, of course the game that I come with the freaking Mosin. We find absolute amazing loot here. Please have a proper gun here, guys. Every time you see a crate like this, it's pretty much searchable, and you want to go ahead and loot that as soon as humanly possible. PS ammo is actually not bad, because I can use it with my Mosin. But my Mosin's all about head tapping scavs, basically, not real players. If I run into a real player, I'm probably dead. It's going to be a little spooky, but that's pretty much how it's going to go. I'm going to grab that money there and put it in my wallet. Cigarettes again. Basic little key. Search that stuff. Nothing on the ground. Nothing fancy over there. Going to search these computers and absolutely just dip out. Honest to God, this is going to be a little bit spooky. We did get some RAM. RAM there is actually really nice. Wham bam. Thank you, RAM. I'm going to grab this as well. Nothing there. I think we did search this one. No, we didn't. Thank God I stopped to remember. Gonna grab that. And now we are going to make our way out. Not good to ever jump like that, but if you feel like you're going to be in a bad spot anyways, you're going to want to go that way. Now, where I'm going is a risky spot because not only will players come here because the car has computer parts in it, it's just a really risky spot in general because there's sniper scavs and all that fun jazz on that roof right there. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm also looking at this hill. Make sure no one comes this way. I should have checked beside me to the right there. So if I die from behind, I'm going to be a little bit triggered. But honestly, I just deserve it because that was a bad little peek there. Let's go ahead and search that. Hopefully computer parts. Going to grab these one single pieces and put them down there. Put that beside that. DVD player, not really the best, honestly. That's probably worth dropping. I'm going to grab both of those, put them in there. Circuit board. No graphics card, another circuit board. And now we're going to make our way out of this scary area. By running this direction. Now, I don't like where I'm at. For one, because I know a lot of people will come here. And two, I like going that direction, but... Oh. Most likely a scav. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna try and take him out. And I missed. Missed again. I think I missed it one more time. Gonna reload and lay down. If it lets me. I think I got him because I heard him make a pain noise. Now, there's possible 3 scouts can be in this area. Yeah, we dropped him, which is nice. Gonna push out and hug this turn. Check for more scavs. Kind of use my eyes the best I can. It's actually kind of difficult to see. You never want to go right to a body. So I'm not going to. I'm actually going to go right for the loot and then we'll leave the body for last. Because this is an area that I know has multiple scavs at it. So we're going to try and be a little bit more cautious here. Keep an eye over there. Grab that. Hit C to crouch while looting. If you want, you can hit X as well. It's really going to help you out. There's a key there. I know that's worth more than cigarettes. So I'm going to go ahead and drop those cigarettes. We're going to search this and lay down. Make sure no one's up in that top right corner. Because if there is, we're definitely screwed. That is a really nice attachment, and that's an amazing scope, and there's a gun, so maybe I could attach either of those to that, which I cannot. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this and this. I'm going to grab that scope. Oh, I want the fuse, actually. The fuse is worth a lot more than that little wrench there. So now we're kind of keeping an eye for people as we go run to this body. Gonna lay right here. That hat he has is actually worth around a couple, like 20,000 gold, but I don't have inventory for it, so I'm just gonna leave it. I can't take that. I have no inventory for that as well. I'm gonna check his little pack here. Hopefully find some kind of meds. Doesn't look like it. That screw nut is worth more than that shitty little key there, so I'm going to take it. The hemostat would be awesome, but honestly, it's not even worth taking. I don't know what that even does. Stops heavy bleeding. Interesting. Ooh, that might actually be nice. I'm going to drop the PS ammo for that. I didn't know what that did. Guess you can continuous learning, you know what I mean? There's some heavy fire going on to my left. Possible guy on the mountain here, and if not, over at gas station is where those shots are coming from. Peek this little corner, guys. Here's a nice little shack. Not too bad to loot. I hear bullets flying outside, so it's kind of scary. I wish I could put that on my gun, but I can't. Slug rounds, don't care. Bolts and nuts are kind of what you really want. These sell for around 20 to 10,000 gold each by itself. Don't know what in here we really want. Don't really want any of it. I'm going to turn around now and run to the secret stashes. This is what people are going to camp at, and it's going to be a little bit spooky, but honestly, this is where we want most of our good loot to be at. These are the things that I want to try and teach you guys to loot up. If you can find these secret stashes on the map, you can make mad money. But I did die one time coming from this one right here. Some guy just camped the corner, and I got, so kind of a sad day. So we're going to run right to it, hoping that nobody's here. We don't have any grenades or anything to chuck it if we do get pinned like I did last time. So let's go ahead and see. It is looted. So you'll see that I can close it. And now I can go ahead and open it up. So that means someone went ahead and looted the secret stashes, which sucks for us. But that's actually a lot of money, and he didn't grab it. So I'm going to grab that. Like, that sounds like it's at us. But at the same time, it could not be. So we're going to kind of make our way up through this valley here. And try to do my best to listen and make our way out alive. Now, I know for a fact I can go to Crossroads to extract. So that's pretty exciting. It's my favorite place to extract at. But when I want to teach you guys a quick little run, I highly recommend the one that I'll show you at the end on the map. It's going to go ahead and hopefully give you guys some really good loot and some juicy stuff. There's a guy just hard shooting away. Someone's sniping, basically. That's what that is. So here's another hidden stash. We don't have the most inventory, so if we find anything super big, we're not going to really take it. We're going to drop most of these items. That is cool, but I don't know how much that is. That looks actually really useful. So I don't know here out of everything what's worth not that much. Maybe those pliers. I'm going to drop it. And now we're going to make our way to the left here. Because we don't want to be right in the open. So we're going to kind of keep these trees on our sides. If someone hasn't looted that one, that means they just spawned down there and went somewhere else. Which is really good for us. Now this is an extract point where people can be. So you got to be really careful. And people will also try to make their way here. So what we're going to do is we're going to run up here. Catch our breath. Have our gun ready to shoot. We're going to make our way up to this little edge here. Because this little spawn here also has a little hidden stash. Which again, hidden stashes have a lot of loot and really, really good things. Anything in the game could be at a hidden stash, guys. So these things here, again, you want to look at the corner down there at the iron railing and open it up and hopefully find something really nice. Gas analyzer is quite useful. That we're just going to drop. That we're going to drop. CPU fan. I like the parts of the computers. I feel like they're really useful. I don't have any healing with me, which is a really bad idea. I don't know what would be worth dropping here. That's our ammo that we're using. God damn, this sucks. I'm going to take that for this. And I'm going to leave the gas analyzer. Gas analyzer is probably worth a lot. Same with the CPU, but I'm going to leave it. We're now going to run our way down to the train track and grab another hidden stash loot. There's one by gas station that I like to grab as well, but because there's a lot of gunfire coming from that direction, we're actually going to head and ignore it. Now, peeking this corner, be really careful. People come from dorms from that way, so you really don't want to kind of stick around this area way too long. Hug, hug, hug. Hug everything on your sides and really just keep an eye. Look up top of that tower. That white tower up there can have a sniper scav. Meds are nice. That's nice. IFAK is actually what we want because we want healing. I don't care about the bolts. That is like 20k. I'm going to grab that. I'm also going to get rid of that for that. I'm gonna check the gun that we found. Alt T, nearly full. Fantastic. I'd rather have this out right now. I'm gonna put it on full auto and we're gonna run on by here. Oh, there is a scav out there. Possible scav, possible player. Gunshots really loud to my right. That's actually behind me. That scav could probably kill us. And we got him. Sweet. Gonna reload. Keep an eye on my right, because that's where that massive war is. People always fight at gas station, guys. If you can avoid that area right there, I would definitely avoid it. Gonna switch my gun out, because we're getting a little up close and personal now. I would like to put it back on single fire, because we know more bad guys spawn in this area. We have a hidden stash over here that we can go loot before we go check the body. Put my gun back on full auto, because we're going to peek this little corner here. Not looted. Another hidden little stash inside this area. Keep that door in front of you so you can see if anybody does come in. Toilet paper. Drop it. Goggles we can just go ahead and wear. Dorms is right here, so again, I highly, highly, highly recommend get away from dorms. Now the body of the guy we killed should be around here somewhere, right in the middle of the opening. Not really worth looting, honestly. His helmet might be worth it. He also has an AK, which honestly is probably better than this, because he'll have ammo for it as well. Now, like I said, we can do some insurance fraud by dropping that. That shot's from the right. Check his gun, full ammo. Make sure it's a single fire gun. That was shots from my left. We did get hit, so it's good to check ourselves. We don't know exactly where we got. Honestly, I'm going to show a map that can go ahead and do a better guide run. If you get the location that is there, it's such a better spawn personally. And then later on, if I have to, I'll show you guys the places that we can use the keys at. Since I said there are 2 keys in this map that are really going to help you. But this is just what you want to do. You want to basically avoid combat if you want to make early money. If you want to do leveling and get a whole bunch of XP and all that fun stuff, I highly, highly, highly suggest take advantage of your scav and use your scav to kill, or go play Factory. Factory's a small map with a ton of players. Huge war zone though. It's literally extremely, extremely overpopulated. A lot of people go there. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like there's a lot less people on it, but I promise you, that's where most of the good players are at, so gotta be a little bit careful there. Dead body on the road. Looks like he doesn't really have anything. So that means it is not safe here, which sucks. Real player as well, because he has an armband. That means we're not in a good spot, and if anybody comes and shoots us from my left, I'm pretty much done. And I'll be so triggered, but big red right there is a place to get the key. Upstairs, there's an extract point, which is literally going to save your life. But we dropped a little SMG, which probably would have sold more than this AK. Gunshots across the bridge again. Our guy's exhausted, so we're not able to run, which is really scary. Normally, I search the 2 crates over here, which I think I'll do just because we're recording for a video. But hopefully we get out. A lot of people camp these spots, which is super annoying. I've died numerous times just trying to make it to an extract. But I like to go to this one here, Crossroads. I don't suggest it for new players, but reason I do it is because I feel a lot safer, and there's 2 massive gun crates. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to extract right now. I'm going to kind of look and peek, make sure nobody's here to try and kill me, and then I'm going to walk inside this, hug the left door so I can search this and see if there's a gun in here. If there is, I'm going to drop my Mosin for it. Possible chance of some good stuff here, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that for that. We don't really need healing anymore. If anybody's camping this corner, I'll be pissed. Doesn't look like it. We are extracting, so we're going to loot this as fast as we can. Get ready to drop that item if we have to. That's a scope. I don't care. I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, and we didn't get it. That's so sad. Oh, well. But guys, That's going to be my trip. That scope there probably would have sold for quite a lot if we actually got it. We dropped that black rag, which was about 20k rubles. But honestly, we survived. We got 17 minutes in that game. We went in looking like this, came out with a lot of loot. That's all you really want to do. We got 2 kills. I don't know who the 1 kill was. Oh, that was in. And then at the end there, we got another kill. So right away, we're going to go ahead and show you guys how much loot we just got from this run. But that's my basic beginner guide. I'm going to go ahead and record the map now and show you guys where a good route is to grab. And I would love to do another video on this if you want me to, of me running that route and try to get all these loots for you to kind of show it off. But guys, if you want to stick around for that little map scene, go ahead. If you want to stick around to see the loot. But that is my run there. Your best bet when learning this game is to be smart. Don't be aggressive. I'm a very aggressive player. I die very often. Out of this trip, and that was my 3rd take, and we finally got a successful run because I do engage on people, or I just get caught, which is really bad. So here's all the loot that we got. This scope by itself, I wonder how much that's going to sell for. 25,000. It's some kind of tack scope. That's actually really cool looking. I thought it had a skull on it. But a lot of this stuff, honestly, you're just going to go ahead and sell on the market. If not, you're going to sell it to other things. So 50k for that, 32k for that. Like, honestly, just a good run in general. Didn't really take too much damage to the point where we didn't even have to heal our character. But guys, if you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff down below. My name's Daniel, and I'll see you at the map. If not, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Alright, so this is our scav run. So this is the one that will make you the most profit, in my opinion. So what you're going to do is you're going to want to get a spawn that luckily or hopefully will spawn you around this area here on X, or this area here on X. Now, these are some scary spots because Big Red, if you do have a key for it, you can go ahead and use the key upstairs. There's a little room in that far corner here that you're going to be able to have access to. But if you spawn in any of these spawns here, including this one over here, you're going to want to either A, if you spawn here, you're going to want to run down through the bridge, go to this junk bridge, grab the first loot. You're going to ignore it. It's going to be in a bush. You're going to grab this loot here. You're going to make your way to this loot. You're going to go to the outlet here underneath the bridge, wrap around. Be careful because this is a scav. This means scavs spawn in this area, so it's going to be a little bit dangerous. So if you're able to take out the scav, by all means do it. If not, make your way across, down into the trees, run up. There's a car on your right that you'll search a loot box, which you can have guns and all that fun jazz. On the ground, you can also find ammo, which is a really nice treat. If you do kill the scav, you can go inside the little shop here, loot it up. On the 2 walls left and right of you, when you enter that door, there'll be food, and then there's a cash register. If you don't choose that path, make your way through the grass. Keep a hug on the right side closest to the bus stop, but keep yourself hidden in the trees as you run through, because dorms is up here and people hug this entire wall. I will tell you right now, never go near this wall near dorms, because there's people that camp that spot really heavily. They camp the little campsites. They camp this campsite here. There's snipers and everything. It's not a good spot. If you have to, literally avoid dorms. This route here and this road here is actually a really dangerous spot. Another really dangerous spot before we continue our route is the area that I spawned in, ZB 1011. This is a new building, super dangerous. I 100% recommend. If you're there, just run away. I'll show you what to do if you spawn in this direction. But now we're going to go back to our route. So up here at the bus stop, you're going to have to cross over here. But before you cross, look left, look right, cross over, crawl underneath an iron pipe, and go inside the blue little thing here. There's a hidden stash that you're going to want. Now, be careful on the hill. Use your ears here, because this is where a scav is going to spawn. You're going to loop back out, loop around, and run out. You're going to hug the back of bus, which again, buses can be dangerous. But you're going to avoid this little loot box here. You're going to run up, go around the iron bar wall here, the cement wall, and there's going to be another loot stash that you're going to want to take. This loot stash here is right by a lamppost, and you're going to lay down, pick it up just like usual. Now you're going to run around this entire area here, hug this wall, avoid gas station. Again, this is another hot spot on the map. Very dangerous situation unless you're playing as a scav. If you're playing as a scav, by all means, by golly, go loot as much as you want and just try to make it out alive. That's literally your best bet. Next up, you're going to go through here and you're going to hop a chain link fence. In the corner, you're going to hop it against the cement one. Right below you is going to be another little loot station. Next, you're going to run your way all the way around here. Hug this spot. Up, 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 up. Loop back. Go here. Grab this little loot box. These two here are questionable. So these ones here, if you want them, are questionable. This is by choice. If not, I'm going to do a purple stream here. So if you want to make even more loot, what you could do after looting this one and this one, you can actually loop up to the hill. Behind this little this extraction point, there's another loot box there. You can loop around, go to this one, take that, go to this one, take that one, and then you can meet up with the red again. So like I said, this is a questionable one. If you want to run up here, I wouldn't do it. You'd probably be full inventory by the time you loot all this. So what you can do is you can now make your way out and be as safe as possible. You can go to either Scav's checkpoint if that's your extract, admin gate if that's your extract, run all the way down to ZB10, which is a little tiny room, which will get you out. But there is a new spot here that you'll spawn at. If you do spawn here, so I'm going to make this orange. If you spawn on orange, all you're going to want to do is run out and basically trace this path and loot up what you want and make your way all the way to Crossroads, which Crossroads, again, is my favorite place. So Crossroads here has a nice little loot, and here also has a nice little loot for you. But there you go, guys. If you have these routes, these are the routes that you want to take. So you're going to try and make your way through all this stuff here. Kind of be a little bit cautious and make your way around. This is the main route that's going to make you a decent amount of money. If you want to go above and beyond, you can go loot up some of the buildings here. Say if you do spawn inside one of these buildings here near Brown. So say you spawn somewhere near the Warehouse 17, or you spawn somewhere near Shipyard, you're going to want to extract out as fast as you can and try to make a really quick run. So say if you spawn near Shipyard, your best bet is actually to run and hug the back wall here, loop up, go out, hug this wall. You're going to be right in the open, but you're going to be hauling arse. If you're a scav, you're going to be a little bit safer, but you'll run into a lot of scavs, and you're going to dip out here. There's a lot of scavs here, so what you're going to do is you're going to meet up with this trail, and you're going to take that trail all the way back to Crossroads. Now, if you spawn over here, you're going to do the exact same thing, basically. You're going to kind of make your way out, but there are some really good loot in this area, so you can kind of look that up if you want to. If not, it's all good. But you're going to cross out, and you're going to go here. Depending on which route you have out, if you have out at ZB11, you're going to take ZB11. If you don't, and you have route over here at Crossroads, you're going to take Crossroads. Your likeliness to survival is less by doing such a long run, but you're going to get so much loot, guys. If you did enjoy this and did help you, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. All of us down below. My name is Daniel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.